Farm Guy here, and this is Central Warehouse Pack, a groundbreaking mod by Kamikater on Farming Simulator 25. It's for all platforms, PC, Mac, and console. I'm on PS5 here on Zelenka, and this, yes, I say groundbreaking, maybe game-changing to a degree. Well, because we have our first Autoload pallet trailer. However, this doesn't work quite like the auto-loading pallets in Farm Sim 22. Now, those of you who are new to Farm Sim 25, this still will be quite a welcome addition to anyone who uses pallets of any kind. Now, there is a particular way that this all works, so I will try to go through this step by step and explain it in a logical and reasonable manner so that you can understand how everything works. So first of all, 9.91 megabytes download. So that's pretty low on the download. And if we, they're all going to be under silos except the trailer. We'll find the trailer in a minute. Now I have two examples here of the largest one, but we have a small one here. So we're going to put a small one down. It doesn't have any other options or any other. There's no alternate colors or anything. We'll just stick it over here in the corner because this is kind of like the poor man's warehouse, and you'll kind of see why. It doesn't have very many options. We're just going to put it down there, but it works much the same as the larger ones. But let's go back up here, sheds and silos. But the larger ones have a little bit more. A few more options that you might want to go with. They are more expensive. Now we have two versions of each one. Now I say two versions. This one is receives goods and stores them based on a production. So remember, based on production, capacity is 50,000 liters per variety. So each one, 50,000 liters for each type of pallet, and it shows down there everything from wool to anything that comes on a pallet, basically. And then we have this one. This is based on a silo. So it works similar to the other one, but it is not a production. It's not based on a production type. And I have one of each over there, so I'm going to show you. Now those are both, and that one holds a total of 500,000. Oh, I keep doing that. Apologies. Oh dear. 500,000 liters. So notice this is 50,000 of each, and this was 500,000 liters total. Interesting, isn't it? All right. So the next one is 100,000 liters. That's a larger one. There we go. 100,000 liters of each product, or 1 million liters in total. All right. Let's go back here. Now we have let's say design options. R1, we have all additional parts. We have entry aid, which means there's the guides to the doors. And then we have decorations, so just that's just a decoration, and then nothing. Now notice there's still stuff over here on the right side. That's okay. We'll show you what that is. So to be quite honest, I would either go with this or this. Now I have the larger one, so let's take a look at the larger one here. And this has a lot more decoration there. I would tend to go with either this or, no, not the decoration. I would not go decoration because, and I'll show you why, but I would tend to go for this unless you really like the decoration, but then you can. All right. No color options or anything, but basically decoration and that kind of thing. All right. The trailer. That's found here in semi-trailers. Right here. Now, we have Crone, we have Giant Software, Standard, and Completely Open. I would not recommend the Completely Open one, just because you can't. Yeah, well, I'll tell you. I'll explain why I don't have one. I would go for the Crone or the decided ones. You can open it up as I show you here, but Don't go with completely open. There's collisions and you can't open it. Okay? Right. Just saying. Self-loading, yes or no? Well, of course we want self-loading. So we're picking that. Tension belts, yes or no? That's up to you. Chassis color, we have all the colors. Let's go not completely open. There we go. Chassis color, design color. That is the little bits and designs. Cover color, that's everything. And then rim color, we have those choices. All right. Let's go over to the little warehouse. Now I do not have very many mods installed. I have the TARDIS, which we really didn't need, and these guys have nothing to do with pallets. So the only thing that has anything to do with pallets, actually, is the 8.2 Studio Buy Anything silo, which we will show you in a moment, because that is going to be extremely handy for me. All right, here's the little guy. We have an input area and an output area here. This is very basic. And here we show you, this is the central warehouse XX small. So products go in, products go out. You can have them storing or selling or distributing. It's just like a factory, except you put stuff in. Now I have this trailer full of fabric already, and I will show you how I did that. Filled it with fabric first, but here, so you come over the trigger and the trigger dump fabric. So here we go, fabric going in to this warehouse. And as you can see here, because I have it set to storing, just like most other factories, it'll pop out the pallets outside into the spawn area. These are not liftable. I do not have the liftable pallets on, so we cannot lift these by hand. And I believe, yes, so that is it. And when it's done emptying, it actually closes. So can we pick them up from off the ground? No. So that's what's different about this trailer. You cannot, at least I have not been able to. So you see that we can close the curtain side or open the curtain side, close, and we can close the cover, which is the rear doors. Close or open the cover. Still, once those are open, we cannot load pallets from off the ground or by, I tried a forklift putting them in there. It doesn't. It's a whole different system. It works on some other system other than the pallets. So see that I have fabric in there? I can sell it at a sell point too, right? Sell it at a sell point. So anything that takes fabric should at least this sell point does. So there we go. We've emptied it out of fabric. Now, one little trick, if you have the buy anything from 8.2 Studio, that's the only one I have. The other buy points might also work, but this one works for sure. Look what happens when I drive underneath. I can buy fabric, sugar, cereal, cotton rolls, sunflower oil, canola oil, basically every base game or every pallet available on the map. I can do eggs. Let's buy some eggs. Let's open up the curtain side, and there it is. You see that? It's filling up with eggs. I have eggs. All right. Now that we have a truckload full of eggs, typically you're not going to do that at an egg production. What you're going to do, well, animal pens don't do that, but say you have a production of cereal. So you can have your cereal production set to distribute, and it will send the cereal to this production. Now we're talking about this one here, the central warehouse. This one that works like a production. How do I know that? You come here, here it is. So what do I have in here? I have some stuff in here. I have some cereal, and we're going to put eggs in there actually. Now typically you're not going to have eggs. You can manually bring pallets in here. I've tried that with a pallet of flour. You have to hold it up a little bit. So pallets, actual pallets of flour or whatever on a trailer can also input here. But here we got eggs. So we're going to put eggs in there. So eggs in. Now, unlike the other one, unlike the small one, we have this. What's this? So this is the spawn point for the physical pallets. Now if we go in here, I have eggs set to storing. Everything's set to storing. So they should be popping out here, but they're not. Why? Well, because this is a spawn block. Let's turn it off and we should see stuff popping in there right away, or popping out. There we go. So there's our eggs. Let's turn that pallet blocking on again. So as you can see, if you don't want the pallet spawning out here, keep those blockers up, and it will hold the product. Now, like any factory, you can set this to distribute as well or sell, whatever you like. But for the moment, we're going to leave it in there because they're just being stored in there and they're not going to pop out here. But you can send it from here. It is a production, just like how other productions work. Now, how do you take it out other than the pallets? So if you remember, this trailer will not pick up pallets on the ground. It does not work. Everyone, I am inserting this little snippet of video because I don't know why, for whatever reason, I wasn't able to load pallets from the ground before, but as you can see here, you definitely can load pallets from off the ground. So I'm not sure what happened that I couldn't, or what, I didn't see it or whatever, but we got eggs. They're actually even liftable pallets, and there they are. So yeah, you definitely can load these from a spawn point, or if you have eggs at an animal dealer, or you just want to manually and not have them sent from a factory, especially wool or eggs, you can't. So there you go. Thanks for watching, and on to the rest of the video. Now here is why I said having the no decorations is going to be helpful, because the loading area, or the unloading, that's the unloading area. This is the loading area here. You have to use this trailer and back up to this door with your rear doors open. And it's a little tricky because those decorations have collisions. And my reversing skills are marginal. Now see that? I'll pull up a little bit. And top left corner of my screen, back up a little bit. And start filling. Oh, what will I fill it with? Well, we have our eggs that we put in there. And we also have... Wait for it. Cereal. So there we go. And as we're filling cereal from our warehouse, there we go. All right. So that's cereal. We have filled it, or we have transferred from our production warehouse, which we have set to storing, or you can, it works as a production. Now the silo warehouse is similar but different in the fact that it does not work as a production. We do not have a trigger to sell or store. This is storage of pallets only. So again, you can manually take a pallet over here and input it if you have eggs or wool or something from an animal pen. Or if you have a production, say flour from a flour mill, you can have it set to distribute. The flour mill set to distribute, and it will send it here directly. Or you can put it in with this, which we are, although that's typically not how you're going to put stuff in it, because this will not load. This will only load from, well, basically, this trailer only is designed to load from these warehouses, but because of the magic of the 8.2 Studio Buy Anything silo, I could buy them. So now this is, for me, this is really great. So open cover, back it up to our warehouse. Now this is a silo, remember? It did not have a production. Neither, it's not in here because it's not a production. It's literally just a storage. So if you're looking just for a place to store your product, there we go. Now, did I say having it sent here? You can't have stuff sent here. It's not a production. Let me correct myself. You can have some stuff sent to that production warehouse, but you cannot have stuff sent to this because it is not a production. It's a silo only. So you have to input product here. That's the difference of the two of them. That's the difference between the warehouse pack receives goods and stores them based on production, and the central warehouse store goods based on a silo. Got that? That's the difference. Silo, production. You can have other productions send here and you can send out. This one is strictly a silo, just like the pallet and bale silos. You have to input manually and you have to go in there and take it out manually, which I am going to do right now. I'm going to pull out my cereal that I had put in there. There it is. All right. And I do believe that should explain everything. I could not dump, I tried dumping in loose product. It would not. Now, of course, if you have product in there, this also does have a manually output area that will spit out product. It should. Do we have anything in there? It says we have cereal in there. It should pop out. Not that you'd really want to. Well, maybe you do. Maybe you want to take out some. Yeah, let's put some more in. Now, the tricky part about this is you're not going to typically be able to, unless you have one of each where you're transferring from warehouse to other warehouse. So it's a really neat idea. It's kind of works just because, well, they've figured out some way to make it work. Oh, it's not coming out on the... It should come out here. There's no settings. See, there's no way to change the settings. You seen me taking out with the maybe it doesn't. It was cereal. Interesting. Yeah, there's 15,000 liters of cereal in there. It should. Maybe I'm blocking it with this. Don't think so. All right. Well, let's try the small one. let me fill this up and we'll go try the small one. All right, so as you can see, 15,000 liters of cereal. Let's go ahead and I don't know why that's not working. Well, yeah, just be aware of that. You're gonna need this. You're gonna probably need this trailer anyways. Right. You know, one thing I have not tried yet, and I will try it. All right. Oh, something I almost missed. We got curtain right back, curtain left back, right and left. So you can choose which curtain side to open. And yeah, we don't get the option. That's interesting. You don't get. I thought I seen the option to unload here, but you cannot unload this onto the ground. See that? Yeah, no option to unload on the ground. So it's I know pallets work differently on Farm Sim 25. It's impressive that they got it to work at all. So it's probably a mechanic of, yeah. So just remember, you can't pick up stuff off the ground. You can't unload onto the ground. You will have to use the warehouse, or you could buy pallets through the buy anything silo. You just, like, when you unload it, you have to go to a sell point or somewhere that accepts that product. Yeah, so hopefully that explains everything. I think I covered everything. If I missed something, let me know. Or if you, yeah, it's quite different. It's quite, yeah, it's our first experience with an Autoload type pallet system, I'm going to call it. So there you have it. That's the Central Warehouse Pack by Kamikater on Farming Simulator 25. Thank you all for watching, and remember, it's only a game, so till the next one, bye for now.